Go for it.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Joe Code. I assume we have returning customers, so I could say welcome back. Great to be here today with you all. Aaron, I realize I did not confirm yet for softball this week.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see how I felt because I threw my back out taking off my pants. That's what she said.
I don't know how that. I don't think that's how that works.
No, but so I think I'm playing, but I just was a little slow on the confirmation.
That's fine. We can go day decision.
I mean, I should be able to go. Should be able to give it a go. I will be able to give it a go. I just have to get somebody to take my work shift because for whatever reason, I requested off every Thursday, but I forgot to pencil in this one. So.
Oh, weird.
But yeah, I should be there.
When did this happen?
Gonna loosen up the back. I believe it was Monday. This is Wednesday morning here, October 26th right now. Yeah, this was Monday. Yeah, usually when I tweak the lower back, I feel like it only lasts a few days. But yeah, we'll see. I could do without it. It makes it tough to sleep a little bit.
Oh.
But it's not that bad. It's just like once I get into a position of on the bed, you gotta stay there. You can't make any. There's no fast moves happening. So, but I've had it before, so it's nothing too bad. Nothing I can't really deal with. So
adrenaline is a hell of a thing too.
Yeah, I mean, once I'm playing, well, that's the thing. Also, like once I'm like loosened up, it's like if I'm stationary for a while, then moving, like getting off this chair at the end of this podcast could be tough. I'll just have to spring off it, like it's a gymnastics, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, great to be back. We just were in Seattle this weekend. That was a great time. Seattle, great fans there. I mean, like at the shows, people just and like in between shows, after the shows, just fans handing me beers left and right. Like I don't even know. Well, I guess they saw me drinking beer. I was going to say, like, did they even know that I drank? I mean, people are just handing me beers. And fans like that are great fans. Those are some of the best fans. Like, not even necessarily asking me what kind I want. Just having a cup of beer ready to hand my way. And I'll tell you what, I will accept 99% of the time. So thanks a lot to the fans in Seattle for a great time. And Seattle, just great beers all around. I would expect Seattle to be a great beer town. And they delivered on all of it. IPAs, Pilsners, Pale Ales. There was a Pacific Ale that I had. Didn't even know that was a genre of beer. But yeah, delicious. I think there was even a red ale that was pretty good. So yeah, I was feeling that big time. Great city.
Did you get to do any sightseeing?
We did do some sightseeing. We went to that Pike's Place market.
Did you catch a fish?
A lot of fish going on. I looked at fish.
You didn't bring any home?
What's that?
You didn't bring any home?
No, I mean, yeah, that would be a great place to go fishing. And then, yeah, the whole market. And guys yelling. There was a guy really trying to sell his mango, too. he was like cutting up mango and passing out pieces of his mango. And he's like, oh, this is the best mango you've ever had in your life. No doubt about it. Try this mango. Like really pushing mango hard.
Seattle mango.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either.
Yeah.
And I was walking around there. It was with JT and Strider. I don't know where Chad was. He might have, because we were on different flights, but the three of us were walking around, and JT and Strider got in on that mango. I passed on the mango. I got myself a nice turkey sandwich. You know what Seattle's known for. Yeah, and then I had. I gotta say, we all have that kind of a little bit after we landed in Seattle, I had a bit of a bathroom emergency where where there had to be some jogging to get to the place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sometimes, this happens to all of us. We don't like necessarily to talk about it, but this was first time in a while I remember running to have to get to the bathroom because it was that urgent of a situation. So this kind of sticks out in my mind a little bit. I was at this coffee shop with Strider and JT, and then I was like, guys, you know what? I think I gotta kind of go to the bathroom. I'm like, why don't you just go here? And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna head back to the hotel, guys. It was like a 10-minute walk. I'm like halfway done with the walk, and I just am like, all right, well, this is gonna happen right here, right now. So we either move or we just lay down. What are we gonna do? So we had to hustle. I had to make it happen. The defense wasn't going to stop me. I was scoring, so I made it. But yeah, that was that's going to be my this sucks for the week. This sucks is having to jog to go to the bathroom. Okay, if you feel it coming, just do it wherever you're at. I was at the coffee shop, could have done it. I was like, no, I don't want to blow up this coffee shop. I don't want to make a scene here with what I have to do. And I should have just followed the advice of my boys, like Strider's, like, Joe, just go, it's fine. And I was like, no. Yeah, you don't want to jog to the bathroom. If you're jogging to the bathroom, you're in a tough spot. So yeah, don't want to do that.
Well, coffee shops in general should have more bathrooms.
Yeah, they should. And this was like a trendy Seattle spot, so it looked like they probably had a good bathroom. But I just, I elected, was like, no, I'm going to go back to this hotel and do a nice hotel situation. The hotel, which I forgot, I realized a couple days later, and I wonder if I could send them like a Venmo. I need to call because I always like to leave money when I leave for the people that clean the room, and I forgot to leave money this time. I like to leave back a little bit of cash for them, and I remember that I forgot. Sometimes you forget, so I may call up and be like, can I have anyone's Venmo? And then you guys can divide up the Venmo. How about that? They should. So
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Well, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Yeah, I'll probably forget about it at some point. But
how about hotels pay a living or more than a living wage?
Yeah, also that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to just leave a little cash there as as an added bonus, just to thank you.
Sure.
And then interesting situation on the plane going to Seattle. So I'm sitting in the middle, and the guy in the aisle goes to me. He's like, it's funny. He's tapping me. He's like, you know what? I'm thinking we put the armrests up. What do you think? He's like, I think it's a little more room for us. You know, we could kind of move around a little bit. And then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll go along with that. I'm down. Let's do it. And then the guy in the aisle, too, the armrest was already up, so I didn't even say anything to him. So, yeah, we were armrests up the whole way. Now, you are kind of out there, you know, you're kind of flailing around a little bit. You got to have your own, you got to have a stable base of your own to pull this off. Because the armrest really provides stability. It kind of puts you upright in your chair. You know, you're holding your phone, you got your armrests, and you got all this stability. Without that, you're just kind of out in the open. You're relying on your own strength. And but I got to say, it did provide some more room. You're less confined. But then again, you kind of do want that arm support. So it could go either way. But we chose more room, and I think it was the right choice. And I got to commend this guy for tapping me and letting me know. So that was good.
So I'm gonna wait till you finish drinking. How long was it until he put his hand on your thigh?
Yeah, that's the thing. Armrests up also leads to easy access. So you have to be careful with that. That's another thing you got to look out for.
Yeah. The guy has a blanket on his lap before he tells you that. Don't do it.
Yeah, watch out for blankets in those types of situations. But I gotta say, I was cool with it, and I would do it again. I would suggest it, but typically I'm not a middle seat guy. I used to do a classic bit about on stage in comedy when I would say, and when I would fly, I would pick, and it was a joke, I wasn't serious, but I would say I would pick the middle seats. I would search for the B's and the E's, and I liked being the captain of the row, and I would take both armrests and just kind of be the guy that dominates my row. And then it would just kind of go on from there, and would hope people would laugh. That kind of a thing.
I don't know why I can't think of his name. The Australian comic Jim
Jeffries
has a bit on that, yeah.
On middle seat stuff?
It's armrest etiquette.
Oh, okay, armrest etiquette, yeah.
The middle guy gets both, and the other two get the one on either side of them.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I mean, I think that is your reward for being in the middle seat. You need some kind of like there needs to be some solace in being in the middle. So at least if you have the comfort of knowing, well, I do have two armrests, I'm supported here, so I'm not gonna hang my head too low. And I gotta say, everything great about Seattle. I gotta say, I did have some pizza that I was not happy with in Seattle. There was some pizza. I was at this place, and people are just chowing down on it, and I just wasn't getting it. It was if people try to do something with the crust, like I don't know what this seasoning was, and I can't describe it, but it was just off. Like, just leave the dough alone. Pizza dough is fine by itself. They tried to like season the dough. I couldn't figure out what it was. It was odd. Like the only time I've seen like a different kind of dough work is like if you use cornmeal. Like some places in Chicago, like famously Geno's East will put cornmeal in their crust, and that works. But this place, I don't know what it maybe was cornmeal, but it was just off. But I don't know. And I just am eating it. I'm like, guys, they're like chowing down. I'm like, guys, this pizza's no good. This just ain't it.
Is it Seattle style pizza or?
No, I think it was like, no, it was cut like New York style, but it was just, It was the crust was weird tasting. It was almost like sweet.
Huh.
I would say. Yes. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for is sweet.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah. It was almost a sweet crust, I want to say. Yeah, I wasn't feeling that. I like the dough, just dough.
Do like, if anything, garlic or butter.
Yeah. Now we're talking, Aaron. Garlic or butter. Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, that was odd. And I was like, because it looked so good too. I'm like, I want this bad. I need it. I want this pizza. And then, yeah, it was no good. But other than that,
they're not known for it. So I mean,
yeah, that's the thing. And then, yeah, I tried to avoid stuff Seattle wasn't known. Like we went to a great sushi spot, which was great. And I saw a barbecue spot, and I almost was like, yeah, I kind of want that. I'm like, no, I'm in Seattle.
yeah,
I got to go get brisket right over here by the dock.
yeah. I'm gonna drink coffee, have some fish,
Yeah.
and do heroin.
Yeah, good recipe there.
Yeah.
We did see that Space Needle. It wasn't as tall as I thought it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, maybe I just wasn't close enough to it, but it seemed like, I guess it was the tallest thing there. Well, I think comparatively to the other building, there's not a whole lot of tall buildings there, so I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
A lot of rain, a lot of cold. That was a little bit of a shock to the system. I can't do cold anymore. I think people always make fun of me for that. The guy from Chicago, he's cold as soon as it gets like under 50. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
So
We don't have the clothes for it.
yeah, I have like multiple flannels and hoodies, and I have like one thick jacket. So yeah, I don't really have the wardrobe. Don't have an umbrella. So couldn't really combat the rain.
Oh, that's a you buy that at a drugstore and then you leave it there. That's your tip for the
Wait, what is
the
it?
hotel staff. You leave your umbrella. You buy one when you get there and you leave it.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna bring it. Well, and I feel like hotels. I thought we could have asked, but because it was like a steady rain, it wasn't quite a downpour.
Yeah, I would.
But we
think
probably could have asked the hotel for an umbrella.
Yeah, maybe. They
I didn't bring a hat.
Snap their logo on it.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah, I didn't bring a hat, so getting the old bald head wet. Got to be careful with that.
I bought umbrellas in Portland and in New York City.
And now they're just on the streets out there somewhere.
I kept them. I
you
was able
did?
to bring them home in my suitcase, but
Oh wow, okay.
and I think one is dead. But yeah.
Yeah, packing the umbrellas. All right, I like that. And
I feel like I have one in my car right now. One of those little ones that.
just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keeping that in the car is probably the thing to do. Because especially if you're going out shopping or whatever, and then you're getting rained on, keep your stuff dry. I like that. But yeah, drank some good beer, and I gotta tell you, especially going on the road, we kind of want to have a good time, and sometimes you could get carried away. So this is what I would like to do joke code for this week, and joke code is being disciplined enough to pace yourself. You have to, if you got like a long night ahead of you and you got to be able to get certain things done and you're starting off with a beer, you got to be like, okay, I'm going to have this one or this two, then I'm going to take it easy. Yeah, because for me, it could have been very easy to get carried away early on with people handing me beers. And then, we're in between shows. People are like, oh, yeah, we can't just keep taking down beers, right? I have a performance to do here. So you just have to say, and that's what I'm like, no, I'm pacing myself. I can only have this here. I can have these beers here. I can have these beers later. So yeah, when you're out doing things and you're going out for the night, this works for everybody. Just be disciplined enough to pace yourself, get yourself through the night, and you'll feel glad that you did that. You don't need to be going crazy all the time. So just have a little bit of discipline. A little discipline goes a long way when it comes to drinking. So yeah, and then I got big news coming up, but I was just gonna say, this podcast will air on Halloween. This is the Halloween episode. Oh, I guess I didn't dress up.
Oh shit!
No one reminded me. Like somebody's supposed to remind me. I think. Oh yeah, I remember last year. I think I went as JT.
Yeah, that's right.
I did dress up. Yeah, I wore like a white shirt and a baseball hat. I was like, oh yeah, I'm JT. Well, I don't know. I'm 38. I'm not thinking about Halloween. Like someone was texting me like, do you know about any Halloween parties? What are you kidding? No. Yeah, let me check with my kids where they want to go. Oh, I don't have any. That's right. I'm a grown man. I'm not going to Halloween. Aaron, what are you gonna frickin' be for Halloween?
Well, we're gonna take Ruby out because she's, she can walk and keep up, and
there we go.
She's into it, so she's gonna be Baby Yoda, and then I think we're gonna recycle our Han Solo and Leia costumes.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you got
if they fit. Been a while since I wore them.
Yeah, give it a go. Yeah, see, you got the whole family thing going on. Yeah, I'm not looking to go to any lavish Hollywood Halloween parties.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that in years.
Yeah, plus Halloween's on a Monday, and then also I'm going to be this weekend I'm heading out of town. This week, yeah, so you guys listening to this now, I just was in Chicago, and me leading up to it here. I'll talk more about it in future episodes because the way the recording is, I'm recording Wednesday, podcast airs Monday, so it's like I have to talk about I have to plan to talk about weekends like a week ahead. So the timing, the space-time continuum is I need frickin' Doc Brown over here to help me with the time frame here, but it'll be great to see. I'm going to see my family this weekend for the first time in 9 months, and that sounds crazy to say that it's been that long, because since I never have gone that long since I moved out to LA. I always would get back a bunch. This was a wild year. I do FaceTime with my dad at least once a week, so I always am seeing him, which is great. But haven't seen family, friends in person since it was late January this year. So yeah, 9 months. But yeah, wow. And so just excited to be getting back there and to be seeing all them. Looking forward to having a great time. And then my dad's actually being honored at my high school.
Oh, cool.
Which is cool. He's being, which is actually the reason for the visit. Being inducted into the Hall of Honor for really just being a great man, I guess. I don't think there's any particular reason, and just, being giving back to the school a lot, working at the school, just being a extraordinary citizen of the community is what it seems like. So, congratulations, Dad.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And, glad to be going in town for that. So, yeah, that's cool stuff.
It's actually my dad's birthday today.
Which day?
Today.
Oh, happy birthday to Aaron's dad.
He would have been 77.
77?
Yeah.
Nice. And then let's see. So yeah, and then we'll get one last thing I wanted to say. Softball just isn't going well for me. I just can't hit. It's really disappointing. I think I think I have a lack of flexibility right now. I'm not stretching, and I mean I feel like I do. I mean I stretch before the games, but I just don't quite have that torque that it takes to really hit it. And it's frustrating, and I have to, I think I have to go back to my sprint workout, because I used to really be more flexible when I was doing sprints instead of just hiking. I think that's what it is, but, you know, we'll see. I don't know, now that we're already 6 games in, you know, we'll see.
Yeah. I'm just going to widen my stance, I think, is what I found last week. Feels better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe just go to the freaking batting cages. I got, you know, because that seemed to help too. When I would do the batting cages.
Yeah.
Whoever I ride with to the game tomorrow, if they're willing to pick me up a little bit early, let's get to the cages. Let's get these swings in.
Yeah.
And let's hit. Don't want to score 3 runs.
I mean, we didn't do that last week.
Well, we didn't get enough.
Yeah.
What do we have, like 8?
Yeah, we lost by 5, I think it was.
Yeah, so.
That was a pitcher's duel for a while there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was like 4-2 and 5-4.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, that was frustrating because that guy wasn't great. I mean, he's just throwing it kind of low. But
yeah,
really
he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, not doing anything special.
Versus I'm like mystifying them with my curveball. But, you know.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Oh, yeah, so big news right here. So, we've talked a lot about the Patreon over the last bunch of episodes. Now, guess what, everybody? You could now join the Patreon for $2. Okay? I created a $2 tier. So that's all it is, because there was a guy at the shows in Seattle who he's from Canada, and I don't know what the price of Netflix is in the US, but he's like, in Canada, Joe, he's like, Joe, I want to join your Patreon, but Netflix is $7. He said, you're not Netflix. And I agreed. I'm like, you know what? That's right. I'm not.
I think that's like the cost of it in standard def. Like
that's what he was saying. He says in Canada, Netflix is only $7. I feel like it's more.
Yeah, it's like 15.
That's what I thought.
It used to be 7.
But yeah, I will say that got me to thinking, all right, yeah, not quite Netflix. Want to get more people to join. $2, people. $2 to join the Patreon at patreon.com/JoeCodePodcast. And those of you that have already joined for $7 a month or have pledged more, I can't delete that tier once it's created. That's what Patreon says. So what you can do is you can cancel that subscription and then subscribe to the new $2 tier. Or if you want to keep what you have, keep it. But I'm telling you, if you want, it can only be $2. But if you've pledged 7 or more, keep that if you want. But I encourage you to save money and just do $2. We'll have more people join. It'll work out for everybody. So, yeah. Check that out, people. $2. Yeah, there we go. You're welcome. And you could book me on Cameo for a good time. I just did a cameo for an old friend of mine. It was a lot of fun. It's a good way to get, reacquainted with people, reunited. So cameos are fun. And then, of course, email me at joecodepodcast@gmail.com. Food, beer, and men are what we're talking about here. We've been talking a lot about those topics today on the podcast. And then, of course, email about anything that you see fit. We do take all the emails. And speaking of emails, we are going to get into those right now. So here we go. This is one from Jimmy. What's up, Joe? If you didn't have to work around a job schedule, what would your ideal food and beer day look like? Breakfast through dinner. Which would you make at home? And which would you go out for? And what's for dessert? So if I don't have to work around a job schedule, and my ideal thing would be to go out for every meal, which I already do for 2 meals. So ideally, I'd like to just go out for all of them. Why not? And my ideal breakfast would be I would like a nice omelet. I like a bacon, jack cheese, and tomato omelet. And I would go some crispy hash browns and some fruit. No toast. And some coffee. And then, and then lunch, I like to do a nice chicken salad wrap with, I like to do some chicken salad wrap with a little, maybe some steamed broccoli on the side. That would be nice. And then dinner, we'll do, let's do now. This is like a weekday. I'm talking. Now, if we're talking weekend, I would obviously mix in, something a little less healthy. But I want to take the healthy route here. And for dinner, I want to do a nice. I'm really into Caesar salads. Again, these days, I do a nice Caesar salad with how about a nice? Okay, we'll do a little beer here. How about a Caesar salad with a nice? Trying to think which beer I want. With a nice. How about this? A nice Space Dust from Elysian. A little Elysian Space Dust. It's double IPA. It's a nice little sipping beer. I feel like I've mentioned Space Dust before on this podcast, but maybe many episodes ago. But that is one of my favorite beers from Elysian Brewing is Space Dust. Got to be careful, though. It's high in alcohol content, so you got to watch out. And what's for dessert? Man, I don't know. I mean, once I have that Space Dust... But, I don't know, maybe a vanilla milkshake if I could fit it. But, thanks, Jimmy. Thanks for that email. Aaron, on your ideal food day, are you cooking at home or are you going out?
Probably going out for for maybe breakfast and dinner.
Oh, I like that. Just a little lunch at home.
Yeah, something light and easy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I want a breakfast burrito first thing in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much always, but
yeah.
But I don't get it. Yeah, something with hash browns in it, sausage, eggs, maybe chorizo instead of sausage. Just depends on the day. But,
yeah, whatever you're feeling.
Let's see. Then just a light, like a deli sandwich at home would be good. And
yeah, maybe a little turkey.
Yeah, sure. I'm more of like an Italian with some meats.
Can you make an Italian sub?
I've tried.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
I bought the red wine vinegar and olive oil, but You got to have the bread. You got to have the right bread. And that's the big issue.
Yeah, with an Italian sub, you do.
Yeah.
You can't just throw that on a couple slices of white bread or something.
Yeah, it doesn't work. And then for dinner, this ideal day. Let's see. Probably have I always like a nice burger. For sure.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
Some
big
Parmesan
burger guy
fries.
again, having like a burger like twice a week.
I'm not going that hard, but I do like it. And certainly it's like a comfort for sure.
Yeah. All right, let's do one here from David. Hello, what's up? Assad, dude. Why does this guy do all that? Okay, question/statement. I agree with Aaron 100% with the In-N-Out fries. They taste like rolled up cardboard.
Trash.
Wow, there we go.
Yep. High five.
And,
High five.
Yeah, yeah, you're in agreement here, David, with Aaron. Well, I mean, I go either way on those fries. And then he says, and also Thanksgiving turkey is dry Thanksgiving turkey is dry as dry can be. Another take that Aaron had. Mm-hmm. Deli style turkey is delicious. Okay, question. I play in a co-ed softball league and bunting is legal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I bunt 25% of the time and everyone hates it. My team and the other team. Yeah, forget it. No bunting. Even if it's allowed, everyone should just be in agreement not to do it. Get a life, man. I get on base every time because I'm pretty fast. Ooh, wow, yeah. I mean, come on. This is a joke. There's no bunting in softball. What's your thoughts on bunting? Yes, stop. I mean, I don't know why that's. It should only be. That should only be allowed in fast pitch.
Yeah.
If you're in a co-ed, like adult softball rec league, and yeah, no bunting.
I mean, it's allowed in like kickball, which is always weird to me too.
Yeah, that's weird too.
But I don't know. I'd have to play to know if I enjoy it enough. Because obviously it's like, well, then it just means I have to field my position better as a pitcher.
Yeah.
And everybody else does. But it's got to be so easy to do it and place it. Like, to where even the pitcher couldn't get it, you know?
Yeah. Well, like in our league, I don't even know how you would even bunt. Well, I mean, I guess you could, with the hard, but yeah. Because some of these guys, it's like, you know, you have to be able to angle the bat right.
Yeah.
With the arc and.
You're going to poke at it for sure, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's odd. I mean, it happens accidentally on full swings.
Yeah, if it's a swinging bunt, sure, that'll happen. But
Used to be the king of that.
No intentional bunts.
Yeah.
And then he says, P.S. What's your Venmo? I know that $7 a month isn't bad. Hey, now it's $2. But I would rather send more money to help get you a house, a car, something nice for Aaron and Gary. Yeah, okay, send me 20 grand then. What do you want to send? What he's going to help me get a house?
Whatever money you're saving on bunting.
Love you, David. Sent from KFC ice cream machine? What does that mean? And then he... Okay, well, yeah, my Venmo is just my name, Joe Marrese, and you'll see the Joe Code logo is in my Venmo picture. But just join the $2 Patreon thing. If everyone does that, I'll be fine. Don't Venmo me money for a house. But get your own house. Unless you have 5 of them, then give me one. But other than that, forget it.
You know what would be fun in our league is if we could steal.
Yeah, stealing would be cool. But maybe once the ball crosses the plate.
Yeah, you can't leave. It'd be tough for the umpires, but you can't lead off in that situation, but you can steal.
Yeah, I would say no lead off, and then you can only steal when the ball crosses. I think that would be fun.
So you can't put your worst player a catcher. Not that we do, but you can't, because you got to have somebody who can do stuff back there.
Yeah. All right, let's do one from Carrie, and then we got to do a couple comments. Then I got to get out of here. I got a hard out. So it's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode this week. We had to fit some things in here. Aaron had to change his schedule. I had to change mine. I've got an appointment after this. For therapy, and I can't miss those. I've got to talk about my feelings and what's going on. So, all right, let me do this one. This is from Carrie. Hey, Joe, thanks for sharing my email on the podcast. Was a while ago, but it was a massive boost in stoke and morale at my office. Oh, yeah, he emailed me back in June about how the supply chain is screwed up with his he works in selling windows and doors. All right. And then he said let me see. Oh yeah, so then anyways he goes it was a massive boost for the office. My fiance and I are coming to your show Friday night. Oh yeah, so we saw Carrie in Seattle. Looking forward to seeing you and the boys. Would love to get beers after if you're down. At the least, I will try and say what's up. Yeah, Carrie, I hope you were one of the people that was handing me beers. If not, thanks a lot for coming out. Really appreciate it. And I gotta do a This Is Great. And then we got a time for a couple YouTube comments. And then everyone, I will get to the emails. Got more emails to get to for next week's episode after I return to Chicago. And then potentially we'll have some more guests on Joe Code. We'll see what happens with that. But This Is Great for this week is the Chicago Bears beating the New England Patriots. Now, I don't talk a whole lot of Bears talk here, but we will do it from time to time, especially in great moments like this when they played so great. And I didn't even really see the game. I was at work at the Comedy Store. The game was on the TV on the patio. And the Bears just kept whooping them around. And they wound up winning 33-14, just played a tremendous game. And the Bears haven't beaten the Patriots since 2000.
Since the 86 Super Bowl?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there was that for a while. And then, and they just lost 5 in a row. A lot of those were when Brady was playing, but the Bears did beat Brady a couple years ago when he was with Tampa. So, yeah, it was great to see. And when the Bears play that well, that was exciting. And to beat a team you haven't beaten in a while, great stuff. Go Bears. And all right, Aaron, time for a couple comments, and then
all right.
I got to wrap it up.
My mic is on this week. Here we go.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Oh yeah, I got to say, you could still hear you a little in the background.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My mic is on and my voice is horrendous this week. Let's see. Where do we start? Okay. People were obviously super stoked that Strider was on. Somebody said, coming from the footwear design industry, I would highly recommend a composite toe sneaker / combat boot hybrid for the optimal valet shoe. To which Strider said, love this.
Yeah. Let's make it happen.
Mike says, that was Luke Galley, by the way. Mike says, Strider's been the best guest so far. Super funny. And and Jerry Deverick here points out that Strider pushes Joe Code over 1,000 subs. We have exactly 1,000 followers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
YouTube.
Yeah, we have, yes. We did hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Thanks a lot to everybody. Yeah, and let's keep it going.
50 French 23 says, Joe, I was going to skip the Boston show, but to be honest, I'd go if you were there. Wouldn't we all? Keaton Sullivan, I want to go to a military history museum with Joe and Strider. To which Strider replied, that is sick.
I love that Strider was on these comments. That's cool.
Yeah. This person just has a weird name. Seattle show was fire. Great set, boys. SW says Strider was a great guest. Got him back. Oh, here we go. What? SW says, hey, Uncle Joe, could you send me some walking around money for Christmas? Looking at getting the old ball and chain a wedding ring. Anything helps.
Yeah, send your Venmo. I'll send it right over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could. If I was in the position to help, I would.
Yeah, I think we all would.
Yeah.
Let's see. Zachary Shepard says, question for Joe, Aaron, and prospective esteemed guest. Tupac or Biggie? Love the pod for the weekly food, beer, and men dialogue. Tupac or Biggie?
I mean, I loved both.
I'm more of a Tupac guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Tupac. I mean, I did love Biggie as more of like partying music. But I guess overall, yeah, Tupac, like especially for like driving and just music in the car and like on your own. Yeah, I'll go Tupac.
Let's see. Mocha says bone and wings are better than chicken strips. That's not my preference, but okay.
What kind of wings?
Bone in.
Oh, bone in. Yeah, people are big on bone-in over boneless wings, but chicken strips, ooh, we're talking a whole lot of meat there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like strips of chicken. I like a whole strip.
Yeah. It's 2022. We don't need to deal with bones. We're not animals.
Yeah, they have the capability of removing the bone.
Yeah.
So I think if we can do it, we do it. But yeah, with that, I got to wrap this up. Yeah, everyone, this is a little bit of a shorter episode, solo episode. We'll see what kind of guests we can have coming up. But yeah, I've got to run. And thanks again to all the fans in Seattle. That was a great trip. And thanks a lot to the fans out there for helping me get over 1,000 YouTube subscribers. And keep subscribing if you haven't yet. Let's keep that number climbing up. And just a last reminder, $2 to join the Patreon. The $2 tier is here. Great rhyme to end it.
Yeah.
So yes, join that Patreon for $2 a month. If a lot of people do that, it really helps me out. So patreon.com/Joe Code Podcast. All right, that's this episode of Joe Code. Thanks a lot, everybody. I am Joe Marrese. See you next time.